Wow. So, Gods of Egypt is directed by Alex Price and stars Jamie Lannister, Leonidas, and an Aladdin wannabe. So the Kingslayer is about to be anointed king of Egypt, and his uncle Leonidas doesn't like it, so he storms in and, takes over the kingdom and takes his eyes, and now we have to have an adventure with a human and a god trying to take back Egypt. Now, I was originally going to pass on this movie, but I kept reading reviews and watching other YouTube reviewers, and I got curious. I wanted to see whether this movie was as bad as everybody was saying it was. My God, this movie is fantastically bad. Oh my God. And I think one of the worst things about it is it takes itself so seriously. The movie goes on and just sort of like flaunts about like, we're not that bad, we're a serious movie. Now, is that to say that I absolutely hated this film and didn't like anything about it? I mean, there's a couple of cool things. I mean, the Egyptian god thing was pretty cool, and that had the potential to make the movie at least a little bit interesting. But after that, I wanted to touch on the performances a little bit, because it's not like there are bad actors in this film. I mean, they're very serviceable actors. They're very, capable actors, I should say. But I think it's due to the very poor writing in this film that makes the actors' performances suffer. And I just I think had there been a different writer behind this and possibly a different director, the movie wouldn't have been such a crap bomb. I couldn't believe that this kind of movie got out into theaters. I'm surprised they just didn't cut their losses and just shoved it onto Netflix or something. And the whole point of this adventure is because Jamie Lannister isn't strong enough to take on his uncle, and he thinks that he's grown so weak that he just doesn't have the powers, because he only has one eye. He only gets one of his eyes back, and that's where he thinks he gets his strength from. And then by the end of the movie, he discovers that he had the power to beat his uncle the entire time, and it's just like, what? Well, why didn't you just do that to begin with? Oh my God. And I know that he's supposed to go on their journey and discover his strength, and it's just like, because of the poor writing, that didn't come across as strong as it's supposed to, and just, oh God. And then there's the action in this movie, or what I'm referring to as the illegitimate child of The Matrix and 300. Oh my God. They constantly use this camera move that pans or whips across the action in a circle, and it never stops. It never stops. And then they overuse slow-mo for no stupid reason. There's this one action scene where Jamie Lannister's wiping out guys, and he just stops in almost like fake slow motion. It's like, and then the visual effects in this movie are the spottiest visual effects I've pretty much ever seen in a movie. At times it looks alright, it looks okay, but then there are other times where it just looks really terrible, and you can definitely see where they looked at the budget and it's like, we don't have enough money to complete all these shots, so we're going to take some money from this scene and put it into that more important scene, and that first pass that you guys just rendered out, last week, let's go with that one. But to me, it's not the crappy writing or the overuse of CGI and, the poor pacing of this film that is really the worst. I think the worst part about this movie is it feels so fake. There isn't a frame in this movie that I believed. And when you get right down to it, film is an illusion. You're making your audience for an hour and a half to 2 hours believe in the world that you're creating in front of them. This movie didn't do any of that. It didn't have me believing. And the argument that I hear all the time in movies is, it wasn't realistic. It wasn't this. It wasn't realistic. Blah, blah, blah. For me, it's not the fact that, it needs to be realistic. It just needs to be believable. And for me personally, that's why this movie fails so hard. No surprises here. It's the first of 2016. Gods of Egypt gets a hell no.
Nope.
So I'm just going to come out and say it right now. When I subscribed to MoviePass, it was the best thing I ever did as a moviegoer. MoviePass is the premier subscription service that allows you to see a movie every 24 hours for a flat monthly rate. So go to the link here to sign up and get your first 2 weeks for free. So, Gods of Egypt, did you actually go and see this movie? And if you did, feel free to comment below. Oh my god. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, really quick, my new Star Wars channel is up. It's called Red 5 Standing By. I just recorded another video. I know I just came out with one on Monday, but just recorded another one. It should be up in the next day or two, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you can click right here and see more videos. Bye, Andrew.